Hello and welcome back to the Road to Good Cooking, and today I'm going to be cooking just for me, and I'm making my sweet and sour chicken stir fry, and it is exactly that, sweet and sour and tangy and savory and spicy, and it's going to have your taste buds going absolutely crazy. So let me show you how I put this all together. Let's go. For this recipe, I'm going to be using chicken breasts. I have one full chicken breast and a bag full of chicken tenders that I had left over from last month. So I'm going to cook both of those together. And sometimes when I make my chicken stir fry, I use the dark meat. I like the thighs and the legs. But for this project, I will be using all white meat. I have my chicken soaking in water, white vinegar, and baking soda. And here's some interesting information for you. Soaking chicken in a mixture of vinegar and baking soda can help tenderize the meat by altering the protein structure through a chemical reaction, where the acidity of the vinegar breaks down muscle fibers, while the alkalinity of baking soda helps prevent over-toughening, resulting in a juicier and more tender cooked chicken. The ideal time to soak chicken in a vinegar baking soda mixture is around 30 minutes. Always rinse the chicken afterwards before cooking. Interesting facts from Google. I'm cutting my chicken in bite-sized pieces, and I'm removing any excess silver skin like you see here at the bottom of the screen. Don't want that on my chicken. This is such a tasty recipe, and I love it because I can add tons of fresh vegetables into my stir fry, and it's just good. Each time I make it different. I'm finished chopping up my chicken. I'm going to let it soak in the vinegar baking soda water for 30 minutes, and I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes because I got a lot going on and I don't want to forget. A timer is a game changer for sure. I'm going to cover up my chicken and let it sit for 30 minutes. Here's the rest of my ingredients. I'm going to be cooking basmati rice, and I have it soaking in ice cold water, and I'm going to season it with my vegetable seasoning, some chives, and some celery seasoning, which is that little one in the back with the red rim right there. I'm going to be stir frying my veggies in this compound butter that I made a couple days ago, and that's the one that I made with the garlic chili sauce. I'm rinsing off my rice, and by soaking it and rinsing it off like this, I soaked it for about 30 minutes, the same length of time as the chicken. And by soaking it doesn't take as long for it to cook. So I always soak my rice and rinse it off. And here I'm rinsing out the chicken. Rinsing it out with some cold water to get all of the vinegar and the baking soda mixture off of there. And this is a step that you don't want to miss, because you have to rinse out that vinegar and that baking soda. Otherwise, your chicken's going to get really, really salty tasting. And check out my rice. Look at how fluffy it is. It only took it like about 10 minutes for it to cook. And it is absolutely delicious. I'll be seasoning up my chicken and getting ready for it to fry. I'll be frying my chicken in grapeseed oil. The next few steps are going to be pretty well self-explanatory, so sit back and watch me work like you always do. we are done. I made a big enough batch here to make 5 TV dinners, and I have all my trays all lined up here ready to go. And each tray will have a half a cup of the basmati, I had the hardest time pronouncing that, basmati rice. And you know, it's all about portion control. I mean, I could fill these trays up to the top, but I'm not going to do that because I need to keep an eye on my waistline. And my kitchen smells heavenly. Oh my goodness. And I love doing stir fry because, like I was telling you earlier, each time I do a stir fry, I make it a little bit different. And depending on the veggies that I have on hand, and you know, toward the end of the month when all my veggies start to look a little strange, that's when I make my stir fries, because I don't believe in wasting no food. Waste not, want not. So come the end of the month when my produce is starting to look a little weird, I pop it in some stir fry and call it a day. And I've made this so much, I know exactly how much it's going to take for each one. And I'm going to put a heaping spoonful in each one. And that is plenty for me. Now when I get ready to have this for dinner, all I'm going to do is make myself a salad on the side maybe, or a bowl of fruit, and have a nice glass of wine with it, and I got dinner is ready in 5 minutes. And there's something to doing your batch cooking, guys, you know, because I don't cook every day. I batch cook about twice a month, but then I make enough where I don't have to cook every day. And that's what it's all about. Shoot, I'm an old person. I don't have time to be standing in my kitchen all the time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you give it a try. I got a call from a couple of my sisters, and they were saying that they're not getting the notifications for you know, every time I upload a new video. So what I told them is just sometimes, I don't know why that happens, but they unsubscribe people. So if you check in and you see that you are unsubscribed, just hit that subscribe button again, and that way we will be here together. I hope you guys started out 2025 eating some healthy food and making you some healthy food and growing you some healthy food. And don't be eating so much of that fast food stuff. Come on, that stuff is expensive, and it's going to be even more expensive, and it's not very healthy. You know, this is much better for you to just do some cooking at home. And I tell you what, you ain't gonna get no TV dinner like this in the store. Trust me on that one. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. Whew. And you remember I told you I put plastic on the top of all of my trays before I put them in the vacuum seal bags, because that way I can reuse my vacuum seal bags over and over and over again, and they'll stay nice and clean inside. Okay, so that was my pro tip for the day. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I appreciate you, and welcome to the channel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Okay, I'm going to check out now, and I will see you guys when I see you. Be blessed, stay safe, stay warm, and keep on cooking.